Here with my bloody laptop. I'm here with Marcel, who is the chosen one with a record of 8-0. 5 of those are knockouts.
5 of those are knockouts.
Yeah, he fights at 126 and 135. He is a pro boxer. How's your day going?
Everything is going fine today. We out here in Hollywood. We've seen the champ David Benavidez, so there was a lot of motivation, a lot of great things happening today, and I'm just ready to get back in the ring.
Yeah. As a young man yourself, and you see these little kids learning from the best, how does that make you feel, and how do you want to leave an impression on kids that are younger than you?
I just tell them to keep working hard. A lot of the youth, I love motivating the youth. You know, they the future. A lot of them looking for this to be a career. And, you know, I came up the same way a lot of these young guys came up. You know, the environment and everything. I know the struggles. I know how hard it is to come up in certain environments and certain communities. So, you know.
If you could say something to your 16-year-old self, what would it be? Or give yourself advice?
That's hard.
It's a tough age. You're like right in the middle. You're not an adult yet. You're not quite. You're kind of still a kid. You know. There's a lot of trouble sometimes. You know. You find your way.
Get rid of the distractions.
Yeah.
And definitely get rid of the distractions. And when I was younger, one of the things I would say to my younger self is keep a good diet. That's one of the biggest things when you're young, man. You don't really have a lot of knowledge about what you eat.
Yeah.
You know, what you eat plays a big role into the sport.
Yeah.
And how you perform.
Yeah. David Benavidez was touching on that today, which is boxing is, for one, a selfish sport. So you got to keep your focus.
Definitely.
Because you lose your fight outside of the ring, right?
Yes, you definitely could lose it. It's a lot of distractions, you know, from women to friends to certain family members, certain environments, certain things that you're used to. You just got to be able to let it go and keep moving forward. I mean, we had David Benavidez in here today. It was a great impression. It was a lot of motivation. I got a chance to speak with him. I'm almost the same height as him, so just looking at him, it was a great experience. Definitely a great experience.
I mean, you're 24 years old. Are you planning on filling out a little bit more and maybe fighting in the weight class of David Benavidez?
The furthest I want to go up to is maybe 154.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 5'11", touching 6 foot right now, fighting at 126.
You're the biggest 126 I've seen.
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
My last fight, I actually fought at 135 in Denver, Colorado last year. You know, I knocked the guy down. He came in at 135, but he came into the fight at 140. So, you know, the more weight I gain, I believe the stronger I get. I'm comfortable fighting at 130. I'm comfortable fighting at 135. You know, I don't want to sound big-headed or cocky, but a lot of the guys, you know, that I get in the ring with, I'm just a better man. You know, I'm just always the better man. And I'm looking forward to keep being a better man this year.
How old were you when you started training?
I started training when I was 7 years old with Ian Ford down there at Showtime Boxing Gym in Miami. You know, so I got, you know, over 15 years of experience. I took a few years off, but, you know, this year I'm looking to get back in the ring. I'm looking to get at least 3 to 4 fights before this year over.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
a lot of fights. That's going to be a very, very active future for you.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah. So what was the motivation to get into fight sports?
As a, you know, like when I first got into it, I was just a kid. You know, I didn't really...
Did you have like any idols? Like for me, Rocky Balboa was like the thing. I was like, oh my God, I want to be like Rocky.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah?
Yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
That's my favorite fight. I like Sugar Ray Leonard, and I like and I love Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Bernard Hopkins. But you know, as a kid, it was just something to get into, something to keep me active and a hobby. But as I got older, I started to fall in love with the sport. I definitely started to fall in love with the sport, and you know, I just seen this could be like a lot of opportunities for me and my family. So, you know, I took it a lot more serious than I did when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It gets a lot tougher. You know, the guys are older, punches hurt more, so you got to take it more serious. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
You know, you can't play boxing.
No, you definitely can. You can't fake it. So, as an elite athlete and keeping things down on lock, what is some advice you can give younger kids with diet, rest, training that you...
I mean, what I can say is just do the best you can. Definitely do the best you can. You know, we all understand that you're still young. You're still figuring out life, you know, depending on your living situation and you know, how you coming up in your community and your household. But just do the best you can and make the best out of your situation. That's definitely the advice I could give them. Make the best out of your situation, because all situations not perfect. But as long as you could try your best to be perfect, it definitely could work out. Okay. It could work out.
And for all your new fans that you're going to be getting from this interview, how would you describe your style?
The best. Simple. Nah, let me.
The best.
Just very, very slick. You know, I believe I'm one of the slickest fighters coming out of Florida.
Yeah.
You know, and I haven't gotten that opportunity to be to get on a big stage and show it, but I'm a very, very, very slick fighter. I was as an amateur in 2018. I was ranked #1 in the country at 123 pounds. I beat a lot of guys that's in the pros right now. So just very, very slick and fast. And I'm more of a thinker. Before being a puncher, before being fast, I'm more of a thinker before anything. And that's what always kept me ahead of a lot of guys. I was just always able to think more than them, just think faster, you know, so.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me a little bit how you came up with the name Chosen One?
What was your name before that?
Man.
What?
M-A-N, Man.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Explain.
It's hard to explain, man. When I was just coming up, that was just the name I was given. My coach, Ian Ford, you know, like my family, they would just always said I carried the mentality and energy of a young man, being very proactive, just expressing how I feel with certain situations at such a young age. So that's how I definitely came up with that name. As I got older, I switched the name to Chosen One.
Yeah.
I think it fit me. I like it. I like it way better. You know, yeah, I like it way better. So.
Yeah.
What does Edgar Berlanga think about that?
The what?
Edgar Berlanga.
Oh.
Edgar Berlanga? Man, I was the Chosen One way before Edgar Berlanga. Definitely. You know, he's you know, he could be the Chosen One where he's at and in his community, but over here in South Florida, it's only one C1, it's only one Chosen One over here.
Okay, I gotta ask you a really, really serious question. Okay, you ready for this?
Almost, a little bit.
All right,
Made me nervous.
Would you rather fight Mike Tyson in his prime or 100 pigeon-sized Mike Tysons?
I'd rather fight Mike Tyson in his prime.
Damn! I would go with the pigeons.
Yeah, I'll fight Mike Tyson in his prime. Definitely.
All right. Anything else you want to say today?
I just want to say I'm definitely looking forward to getting back in the ring. It's gonna be a great experience. Hopefully we could get some work with all of the great fighters out here in South Florida. You know, it's a lot of great fighters out here in South Florida, from 126 to 140. You know, from the bare knuckle fighters to the pro boxers to the amateurs. You know, and I just want all us to come together as a boxing community more in South Florida. So that's what I really wanted to get out there.
Is there someone that you'd like to train with? Like, if you could train with any fighter right now and learn a couple of things. I mean, we heard David go on about Pacquiao, though. Who's your Pacquiao?
A fighter I would like to train with right now, I would say Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely love to train with Terrence. I mean, I seen him at the Olympic, the training center out there in Colorado. I trained beside him when I was on Team USA, but that's definitely one fighter I would like to learn from. Terrence Crawford and you know, Floyd, if he's still in the gym.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, he pops around South Florida sometimes. I've seen him before.
Yeah, so definitely Terrence Crawford, maybe Floyd, definitely Floyd. So, yeah.
All right. Any other questions you want? All right. We are good. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for speaking with me today. So how can people follow you?
My Instagram is real.c1_, and my Facebook is Marcel A. Barlatier. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'm gonna create a YouTube channel real soon, and I'm gonna definitely get back active the way I used to on Instagram and Facebook. Like I said, we're looking forward to get back in the ring in a few months, so it's gonna be big.
Yeah, that's good. I can't wait for the build up for it. I'm gonna be following you, following your journey, and yeah, I can't wait to see you on the big stage. Looks like you're heading the right direction.
I appreciate it. Definitely heading in the right direction. It's gonna be different this time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different this
All right, cool, man. Give me a high five. Give me a hug. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.